Hi everyone, I'm May from Susan's family. Today, I'm going to show you Floral All Yoke Pullover from Chinese Aesthetics series. This product consists of 4 parts: the yoke, the body, the sleeves, and decorative motifs. Start by crocheting the yoke. Once completed, move on to crochet the body. Then, pick up the armholes to crochet the sleeves. Finally, sew on the decorative motifs. Start by crocheting the yoke. The yoke is divided into 3 parts: the motifs, the upper collar shoulder, and the lower collar shoulder. Begin with crocheting and joining the motifs. After completing, crochet the upper collar shoulder along one side of the motifs. Next, crochet the lower collar shoulder along the other side of the motifs. First, crochet and join the motifs. Start by crocheting one complete motif. For the remaining motifs, join as you go while crocheting the outermost round. Each motif starts with an adjustable magic ring. Crochet in rounds counterclockwise. The stitch techniques used include chain, double crochet, DC2 bobble, single crochet, SC2 in 1, SC3 in 1, CH3SL picket, and slip stitch. Please watch me demonstrate the specific crochet method. The motifs require both variegated and solid color yarns. Here, the variegated yarn is a segment dyed yarn. Since this type of yarn starts with different colors, the effect when crocheting will also vary. You can choose the starting segment based on your preference. Be mindful to avoid color segments that are similar to the body of the sweater. To make it easier for everyone to see clearly, I'll demonstrate using solid cotton yarn. For specific yarn, for the color scheme and hook size, please refer to the detail page and the paper charts of our product. Start with a magic ring. After completing the ring, begin crocheting R1. Work 3 chains as a beginning chain. These 3 chains count as 1 double crochet. Next, crochet 1 chain as a spacer. Then, work 1 double crochet into the ring. After completing it, make 1 chain for spacing. Then, work another double crochet into the magic ring. For R1 including the beginning chain, you need to crochet 8 double crochets into the ring. Separate each double crochet with 1 chain. Work this round completely. After finishing the last chain, close the ring. Then, in the 3rd chain of the beginning chain, pick up 2 strands and make 1 slip stitch to join. This slip stitch does not count as a stitch. Pull tight. R1 is now complete. The side with neat texture is the right side. The wrong side appears more blurred. As you continue crocheting, the piece should always have the right side facing you. Now, let's start with R2. Begin by making 2 chains as your beginning chain. Then, crochet 1 double crochet into the previous round's beginning chain. We can consider the part we've completed so far as a special DC2 bobble. 1 chain. And continue in the same position. Crochet a DC2 bobble. Start with an incomplete double crochet. Yarn over. Insert the hook. Yarn over again. And pull through. Yarn over once more, then pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. This completes the first incomplete double crochet. Work another incomplete double crochet in the same position. Now you should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, and pull through all loops on the hook once. That completes 1 DC2 bobble. Move on to work 1 chain. Crochet a DC2 bobble into the double crochet stitch. One chain. 1 DC2 bobble. I call the 2 DC2 bobble and 1 chain crocheted. On the double crochet stitch a petal. This round is to crochet 1 petal on each double crochet stitch, with 1 chain between each petal. Everyone finish this round. Finish the last chain. Join with a slip stitch into the first double crochet stitch. Pull tight. That completes our 2. Now let's start our 3. Make 1 slip stitch in the chain space on the left side. Then make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Continue to crochet 4 double crochets in the chain space. Chain 1. Crochet 5 double crochets in the next petal's chain space. Chain 1. I call these 5 double crochets a fan pattern. This round is to crochet 1 fan pattern in each petal's chain space, with 1 chain between each fan pattern. Everyone finish crocheting this round. After finishing the last chain, slip stitch into the beginning chain. Then make 1 more chain to secure it. Cut the yarn. Pull tight. That's how we complete our 3. Now let's start our 4. Take out the corresponding color according to the color chart. Join the yarn on the double crochet adjacent to the beginning chain from the previous round. Make 1 chain. Crochet 1 SC2 in 1. The starting tail of the yarn should be bordering above the hook. Hide it while crocheting. A SC 2 in 1 means crocheting 2 single crochets in the same stitch. After completing it, crochet 1 SC3 in 1 in the next adjacent stitch. That means crocheting 3 single crochets in the same stitch. Continue with 1 SC2 in 1 in the next stitch. After completing it, in the chain space of R1, crochet 1 double crochet. Next, everyone follow the chart to finish crocheting this round. After crocheting the last double crochet, slip stitch into the single crochet stitch. Cut the yarn and pull tight. This way, we have completed our 4. Now let's start crocheting our 5. We take out the corresponding color according to the color chart. Join the yarn in the stitch where we just fastened off. Make 1 beginning chain. Crochet 1 single crochet. Then continue to crochet 3 single crochets. Crochet 1 CH3SL picket. First, crochet 3 chains. Then insert the hook into the front loop of the single crochet stitch and the strand on the left side. Yarn over, draw the yarn through all 3 loops on the hook. That's how you crochet a CH3SL picket. From now on, I'll just call it a picket. Next, follow the pattern of 4 single crochets, then 1 picket. Continue to crochet all the way down until the end of the round. After completing the last picket, join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet. Fasten off. Tighten the yarn. That's it, we've finished our 5. Next, we'll start crocheting the flower core. Pick up the corresponding color. We will crochet the flower core on double crochets of R1. Insert the hook under the double crochet. Join the yarn. Work 2 chains as beginning chain. Then, crochet 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Chain 1. 1 slip stitch. After completing, stretch the loop. Pass the skein through the loop. Tighten. That's it, one small petal of the flower core is done. Pull the yarn to the left side of the adjacent double crochet. Insert the hook under the double crochet stitch. Yarn over and pull through. Work 2 chains as beginning chain. Crochet 2 double crochets. One chain. 1 slip stitch. Stretch the loop. Pass the skein through the loop. Tighten. That's it, the second small petal of the flower core is done. Next, follow the chart. Crochet a small petal on each double crochet in sequence. After the last slip stitch is completed, fasten off. Pull tight. Hide the yarn tail on the wrong side of the motif. You can hide a few more stitches. Manage the remaining tails using the same method. You can see that the outer round of the motif forms an octagon shape. There are 3 picots on each side. I consider the 2 picots on the left and right as the 2 corners of the side. That concludes the explanation for crocheting the first motif. Next, crochet the second motif while joining it simultaneously. You can see that the motifs are joined side to side. Proceed sequentially from one corner to the other. The first 4 rounds and the flower core of the motif are crocheted using the same method as the first motif. When you reach the outermost round, you need to join them. The sample here already has the first 4 rounds and the flower core completed. Start joining from R5 onward. Begin R5 in the same way as the first motif. Crochet R5. When we crochet to the last complete side, start joining from one corner. Make 1 chain first. Then in any picot's hole of the corner of the first motif, make 1 slip stitch. Then crochet 1 chain. And go back to this single crochet of the second motif, to finish this picot. Continue with 4 single crochets. Then join the picot in the middle. After it's done, continue with 4 single crochets. Join the picot on the other corner. After completing it, motif 1 and motif 2 are now joined. We will finish crocheting the remaining stitches of motif 2. The joining method for motif 3 is identical to motif 2. The first joining point of motif 3 is separated by 3 sides from the first joining point of motif 2. After the joining is completed, the 2 joined sides are symmetrical on the left and right. For the remaining motifs, follow the method used for the first 2 motifs. Crochet and join as you go. Continue until all corresponding motifs are joined, while joining the last motif to the previous one. It also needs to be joined to the first motif. This joins all motifs from beginning to end, forming a circular pattern. Pay attention and check during the joining process. The sides used to join the motifs on the left and right are symmetrical. Make sure not to join them incorrectly, otherwise, it will affect the crocheting that follows. Up to this point, the crocheting and joining of the motifs have been explained. Next, we'll crochet the upper collar shoulder. Follow along the top of the motifs, which means crocheting along the 3 edges on the top. The new stitch technique we'll use is the bobble cluster. Please watch as I demonstrate. Let's start crocheting our 1. I'll demonstrate using a sample. The sample has fewer stitches, and is mainly used to demonstrate the method. Join the yarn in the picot hole, at the center top of any motif. Make 1 beginning chain. Crochet 1 single crochet. 4 chains. In the adjacent picot hole on the left, crochet 1 half double crochet. 4 chains. Next, we'll crochet a bobble cluster. First, make 2 incomplete double crochets in the picot hole on the left. Then, work 2 incomplete treble crochets in the joining hole of the motifs. After that, make 2 more incomplete double crochets in the picket hole on the left. Now, you should have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops. That completes the bauble cluster. Chain 4. Crochet 1 half double crochet in the picket hole. Chain 4. Work 1 single crochet in the picket hole. Now, follow the chart to complete the remaining part of this round. Finish with 4 chains. Join with a slip stitch to the starting single crochet. Stretch the loop. Pull through the skein. Tighten it. That completes our 1. Let's start crocheting our 2. Bring the yarn to the chain space on the right side. Make 1 chain as beginning chain. Work 1 single crochet. Chain 4. Work 1 single crochet in the adjacent chain space on the left side. Chain 4. Work 1 half double crochet in the next chain space. Chain 5. Work 1 half double crochet. All stitches of this round are worked in the chain spaces. The stitch pattern is relatively simple. Refer to the chart. Complete this round. Finally, slip stitch into the starting single crochet. Pull tight. Our 2 is now complete. Let's start our 3. First, work 1 slip stitch in the chain space on the left side. Then, make 3 chains as beginning chain. Continue with 2 chains. Work 1 double crochet. Five chains. Work 1 double crochet in the second chain space from the left. Two chains. 1 double crochet. Now everyone follow the chart. Complete this round. Finally, slip stitch into the beginning chain. Pull tight. Our 3 is now done. Let's start our 4. First, work 1 slip stitch in the chain space on the left. Then, make 2 chains as beginning chain. 1 double crochet. Complete the special bobble. 1 chain. 1 DC2 bobble. 3 chains. Work 1 single crochet in the CH5 space. 1 picot. 3 chains. Next, work 1 DC2 bobble in the CH2 space. 1 chain. 1 DC2 bobble. Now everyone follows the chart to finish this round. Finally, slip stitch to join at the beginning bobble. Pull tight. Our 4 is completed. For our 5 and our 6, the stitch pattern is relatively simple. It has been demonstrated before. You can complete it according to the chart. Here, I have already finished crocheting. Next, start crocheting our 7. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Then, 3 chains. Work 1 double crochet in the DC2 bobble. 1 chain. 1 double crochet. 3 chains. For this round, in the DC2 bobble, work 1 double crochet. 1 chain. 1 double crochet. There are 3 chains in between as spacing. Everyone follow this pattern to complete this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch on the beginning chain. Tighten. Our 7 is now completed. For our 8, follow the chart to work single crochets. Pay attention, all single crochets on chains should be worked in chain spaces. For our 9, work 1 single crochet, 1 chain. Follow this pattern to complete the round. For our 10, switch colors and continue crocheting. Work with the pattern of 1 single crochet, 1 chain, 1 single crochet, 1 picot, and 1 chain. Note that all single crochets in this round should be worked in the CH1 spaces. Our 8 to our 10 have already been completed in advance. That concludes our explanation of the upper collar shoulder. Next, we will crochet the lower collar shoulder. First, crochet gusset motifs below the joining point of the motifs. After completion, continue crocheting in rounds. The new stitch technique used here are TR3 bobble, TR3 tog, DC3 bobble. Please watch me demonstrate. The gusset motifs are crocheted using variegated yarn. While crocheting, be mindful to avoid color segments that are similar to the body. Start with an adjustable magic ring. After completing the magic ring, make 1 chain. Crochet 7 single crochets. Chain 2. Next, join it to the motif. In the picket hole on the right motif, work 1 slip stitch. Chain 2. Continue to crochet 5 single crochets in the magic ring. Chain 2. Work 1 slip stitch in the picket hole of the left motif. Chain 2. Work 1 slip stitch on the starting single crochet. Once done, we will rotate the collar shoulder part clockwise slightly. Chain 3. Work 1 slip stitch in the adjacent picket hole. Chain 5. On the third single crochet from right to left, work 1 double crochet. Chain 5. Work 1 double crochet on the third single crochet. Once completed, stretch the loop, bordering the wrong side of the collar shoulder part facing up. Pass the hook through the picket hole. Pull the yarn loop through. Work 1 chain. Crochet 3 single crochets in the chain space. One picket. Two single crochets. Crochet 1 single crochet on the double crochet. One picket. Crochet 3 single crochets in the adjacent space. One picket. Two single crochets. Finally, join with a slip stitch in the picket hole joined by chains. cut the yarn. Pull tight. Tighten the starting tail. This completes the gusset motif. Next, in the missing corners where motifs join, follow the method demonstrated earlier. Crochet the gusset motifs. We will now start our one of lower collar shoulder. All stitches in this round are crocheted in picket holes. Join the yarn in the middle picket hole of the gusset motif. Make one beginning chain. Crochet one single crochet. 5 chains. 1/2 double crochet. 5 chains. 1 tr3 bobble. First, work 3 incomplete treble crochets. Finally, pass through all loops on the hook once. This completes the tr3 bobble. Continue with 1 chain. 1 tr3 bobble. One chain. 1 tr3 bobble. Five chains. 1/2 double crochet. 5 chains. 1 single crochet. Now, everyone follow the chart. Finish crocheting the remaining part of this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch in the starting single crochet. Stretch the loop. Thread the skein through the loop. Pull tight. We have completed our 1. Let's start crocheting our 2. Pull the yarn to the chain space on the right. Make 1 beginning chain. Crochet 1 single crochet. 6 chains. In the adjacent space, crochet 1 single crochet. 6 chains. Crochet 1 half double crochet in the next space. 6 chains. Then crochet 1 T or 3 tog. First, work 1 incomplete treble crochet on each of the 3 T or 3 bobble. Finally, pass through all the loops on the hook once. That's how you complete the T or 3 tog. Below, follow the chart. Finish crocheting the remaining part of this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch in the starting single crochet. Stretch the loop. Tighten. We have now completed our 2. Let's start crocheting our 3. Bring the yarn to the chain space on the right side. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Crochet 2 double crochets in the adjacent space on the left. One chain. 2 double crochets. For this round, in each chain space, crochet 2 double crochets, 1 chain, and 2 double crochets. Follow this pattern to finish the round. Finally, join with a slip stitch in the beginning chain. Tighten. We have now completed our 3. Let's start crocheting our 4. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Crochet 1 double crochet in the adjacent double crochet on the left. 1 chain. In the CH1 space, crochet 1 DC2 bobble. 1 chain. Skip 1 stitch, crochet 1 double crochet in the second stitch. Now everyone follow the chart, and finish the rest of this round. Finally, join with a slip stitch in the beginning chain. Tighten. We have now completed our 4. Remove the hook. Bordering a stitch marker. Next, we start from the stitch marker, according to the chart, bordering a stitch marker on the double crochets. I have already marked this part. There are a total of 8 stitch markers. We will start crocheting our 5. Start with 3 chains. Bordering a stitch marker. One chain. Work 2 double crochets on the marked double crochet. We will bordering the stitch marker. On the first double crochet. Continue in the DC2 bobble, work 1 double crochet. One chain. 1 double crochet. Work 1 double crochet on the double crochet. Everyone, continue following the chart until the next marked point. We will work 2 double crochets on the marked double crochet. Then bordering the stitch marker on the second double crochet. Continue with 1 chain. Work 2 double crochets on the marked double crochet. Then bordering the stitch marker on the first double crochet. The stitches between the 2 stitch markers are the increase. Everyone, follow the chart. Complete the remaining part of this round. After finishing the last double crochet, slip stitch into the beginning chain. Pull tight. We have now completed our 5. Let's start working on our 6. Make 3 chains as the beginning chain. Bordering a stitch marker. Chain 1. Work a DC3 bobble in the CH1 space. First, work 3 incomplete double crochets. Then yarn over and pull through all loops. The DC3 bobble is now complete. From now on, I'll simply call it a bobble. Continue with 1 chain. 1 double crochet. Move the stitch marker up to this stitch. For all subsequent stitch markers, continue moving them up along the column of stitches being marked. 1 double crochet. Follow the chart to complete the rest of this round. After finishing with the last double crochet, join with a slip stitch in the top chain of the beginning chain. Pull tight. That's it, we have completed our 6. The stitch patterns for our 7 to our 1 are quite simple, and they were demonstrated before. Everyone follow the chart to finish these rounds. After completing our 1, we will remove the stitch markers at position number 2, number 3, number 6, and number 7 one by one. The remaining 4 stitch markers. Divide collar shoulder parts into 4 sections. Counterclockwise, they are the back piece, the right sleeve, the front piece, and the left sleeve. That's it, we have completed the yoke. Next, we will start crocheting the body. The body includes the raised back neck height, body section 1, body section 2, and the bordering. First, work the back and forth rows for the back piece to raise the back neck height. Then, crochet in rounds for body section 1. Next, work body section 2 in rows. Finally, crochet the bordering. The new stitches used include the DC5 popcorn and SC3 in 1. Please watch as I demonstrate. We will follow the divided sections. Work the back and forth rows on the back piece to raise the back neck height. The last row is crocheted on the wrong side. I have already finished crocheting it. After finishing, we will continue with 12 chains. Then slip stitch into the marked stitch on the front piece of the wrong side. Fasten off. Tighten it. This way, we have joined with chains for one side of the underarm. Next, we go back to the right side. Find the beginning chain of the last row of the raised back neck height. Join the yarn at the beginning chain. Crochet 12 chains. Then slip stitch into the other marked stitch on the front piece. Fasten off. Pull tight. This completes the joining with chains to the other side of the underarm. Now we have finished crocheting the raise back neck height, and the joining with chains on the underarm. Next, we will start crocheting body section 1 in rounds from the right side. Locate the chains on the underarm right of the raise back neck height. Counting from the left. At the 6th chain. Pick up 2 strands to join the yarn. Make 3 chains as beginning chain. Then work 2 chains. Crochet 1 bobble in the 3rd chain. Work 2 chains. In the stitches for the raise back neck height, work 2 double crochets. Two chains. 1 bobble. Now, follow the chart until you reach the joining chains on the other side of the underarm. Start with 2 chains. Crochet 1 bobble in the 3rd chain. Then work 2 chains. Crochet 1 double crochet in the 3rd chain. Crochet another double crochet in the adjacent chain. Work 2 chains. Crochet 1 bobble in the 3rd to last chain. Work 2 chains. Crochet 2 double crochets into the marked stitch. Once completed, follow the chart until you reach the next marked stitch. Crochet 2 double crochets into the marked stitch. Work 2 chains. Crochet 1 bobble in the 3rd chain from right to left. Work 2 chains. Crochet 1 double crochet in the third chain. Finally, slip stitch into the beginning chain. Pull tight. That's how we complete our one of section 1 for the body. Next, follow the chart to finish the remaining part of section 1 for the body. Body section 2 is divided into 2 parts, the front piece and the back piece. The crochet method is identical, both start from the wrong side and work back and forth. I'll use the back piece as an example. First, find the 2 double crochets at the center of the underarm on the wrong side, bordering a marker between these 2 stitches. Then, join the yarn in the second bobble to the left of the marked stitch. Make 3 chains to start. Crochet 1 double crochet in the left chain space. Work 1 chain. Next, follow the chart for crocheting. Work to the bobble. Width is the second on the right before the next marker. We work 1 double crochet into the bobble. This completes H1 of the back piece. Next, follow the chart to finish the remaining part. Now let's start crocheting the bordering. The method for crocheting the front and back pieces is the same. Work along the bottom 3 edges. Start from the right side and work back and forth. Here, I'll use the back piece as an example. I refer to the stitches on the left and right edges of each row as edge stitches. Join the yarn on the edge stitch of H1 on the right side. Make 1 beginning chain. Crochet 3 single crochets. Work 2 single crochets into the edge stitch of H2. This edge is worked in a pattern of 3 single crochets, then 2 single crochets along the edge stitches. When you reach the edge stitch of the last row, remember to work 3 single crochets into the edge stitch of the last row. Then crochet 1 SC3 in 1 in the edge stitch. That is, crochet 3 single crochets into the stitch. We mark the middle single crochet. This is one corner of the bordering. Below, follow this method and crochet single crochets corresponding to each stitch, until you finish this edge. Pay attention, the single crochets above the chains are all worked into the chain spaces. On the last stitch, crochet 1 SC3 in 1. and mark the middle single crochet. This is another corner of the bordering. The crocheting method for the left side of this edge is identical to the right side. Just follow the chart to complete it. Cut the yarn at the end. Pull tight. We have now completed H1 of the bordering. For H2 of the bordering, we switch colors and crochet on the right side. This row involves crocheting single crochets evenly into the stitches of H1. At the corner, crochet 1 SC3 in 1. Still mark the middle single crochet. Everyone follow the chart and finish this row. For H3 of the bordering, we use variegated yarn and crochet on the wrong side. First, join the yarn on the right side. Make one chain as the beginning chain. Then turn over the piece and crochet on the wrong side. One single crochet. Five chains. Skip 5 stitches. Crochet 1 single crochet in the 6th stitch. Five chains. Skip 5 stitches. 1 single crochet. For this row, you crochet 1 single crochet every 5 stitches, with 5 chains between each single crochet. When you reach the corner, we make 3 chains. Then crochet 1 single crochet in the stitch on the left of the marked point. Five chains. Skip 5 stitches. 1 single crochet. Everyone follow the chart to finish this row. Pay attention, as some parts have different stitch intervals. Refer to the chart for specifics. For H4, we crochet on the right side. Start by making 3 chains on the wrong side. Then turn the piece over to the right side. Crochet 2 chains. In the chain space, crochet 1 DC5 popcorn. First, make 5 double crochets in the space. After completing it, stretch the loop, remove the hook. From front to back, insert the hook into the first stitch and the loop of the 5th stitch. Pull the loop through the first stitch. While crocheting, you can push the middle double crochet slightly with your finger, so that the entire stitch pops out on the right side. Crochet 1 chain to secure. That's how you make a DC5 popcorn. Later, I'll just call it popcorn. 5 chains. 1 popcorn. In this row, you'll crochet 1 popcorn in each chain space, with 5 chains between each popcorn. Everyone can finish this row based on the chart. The H5 and H6 are relatively simple. Just complete them according to the chart. Note: all single crochets on chains are worked in the chain spaces. After completing the bordering, we will sew the edge of the bordering. And to the forked area? There's no specific requirement for the sewing method. Everyone can sew according to their own preference. Up to this point, the explanation for the body is complete.